my big mouth made us a new friend.
You know, we're making it very easy for both sides of the equation.
That's a good point. It's really a neat tool and just exactly what we need.
At the right time. Good morning. We are going to the land right now because we are meeting some people from a company called EBUILDZ. I met them when I was at work, and Kirk always gives me a hard time for chatting with people, but in this case, my big mouth made us a new friend.
The service they offer is kind of like cookie cutter for what we were looking for, so hopefully it's going to work out.
We're going to show them the land. We're going to learn a little bit more about what they do and what they have to offer and what their program is like, but this is going to be their first time coming up to the land, and we're going to give them a little tour and a walkthrough of just what we've done so far, what needs to be done, and see what they think. So it's really exciting. We're really excited about it.
Yep. For like power during build.
What do you?
I have I just ordered 300 amp hour batteries, and then I have 100 amp hours, so we'll have 400 amp hours.
And then you can get that generator on. That's good enough to give you juice.
Yeah, I have that's a 6,000 watt inverter. I may go up to a 12,000 watt, which gives you 50 amps on 2 phases, split phase. So I'd like to have no grid tie if possible. There's plenty of sun. I mean, so the southern sky is over here, obviously, and then we get a little bit of shade coming over the pad here early. So these trees kind of will take away about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of sunlight a day. But there's a lot of heavy sun basically all day on this area.
Mm-hmm.
So if I did a roof in solar, I think I could get, and a big enough battery tank, I think that I could manage without.
Worst case, get a backup generator.
Worst case, get a backup generator. So I have a backup generator. You can see the blue cover. That's a 9,000 watt generator. That's the backup. I can use that to charge the batteries or to run directly off the panel. And then I have a small little 2,000 watt whisper generator that I can plug directly in here. So I have sort of 3 backups for what we have right now, and also generator power for the build as well. So then on your guys' platform, it's a web-based platform in terms of...
No mobile.
Is it
both? You could log in app online, but it's also mobile.
Okay.
Mobile app. And then in here. So then you go in here, you upload pictures to use for idea books. File uploads, you could upload your plans. Has a little budgeting tool. And then in there you'd put the request for bid to where then we bid it out for you.
Gotcha.
And then you go into tasks, and that's where it starts getting into the
Each
things.
phase.
Each phase.
Gotcha.
So then you click on the phase, and then it has the steps.
Gotcha.
Then it, scheduling help, warnings for each thing, things to look out for.
And it's a very detailed step-by-step process, so you do not miss a beat. We have it like a perfect step-by-step guide for you to keep you on track, but also, we have a big base of subcontractors, and we want to have them, they're scheduled at the right time, and that way you guys can communicate properly, and that everybody has a very smooth process through the whole thing.
Right?
It's a project
Manage and schedule.
Yeah, it's a project management tool.
Yeah.
That's specific to construction and building a house,
Mm-hmm.
step by step.
Yeah.
And all of the elements from, pitfalls to timing to, financials, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, and when to schedule people, and okay, we're getting close to finishing this phase. Now maybe call your drywall guy. Hey, we're 2 weeks out, possibly. Get them on the books. And
just have an idea for people like us who haven't done it before to have an idea of what that lead time should look like.
Yeah.
And when to schedule
The market
inspections.
obviously changes too, right? Like it gets more busy or less busy, or
Yeah.
vacation, things like that.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we chatted that day.
Oh yeah, I know, that was crazy timing.
Yeah.
We just got to chat. She's like, oh yeah, me and my husband, we're building a...
She explained what you guys were doing. I was like, that's like pretty much exactly what we were looking for. before.
I know, she started talking about that. It's like, holy crap, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I have something that would be perfect for you.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I was like, you know, because I'm always looking for who to deliver to. And so I was like, are you a contractor? Well, yeah, we're working on this house. We do this, this, and this. I was like, cool, we're building a house too.
Yeah. Lot.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
We love it. Sterling said you've been doing this for like your whole career, like 20 some odd.
Yeah, my dad. I mean, my dad was a builder. I mean, I was 12,
generational.
13 years old cleaning up job sites, and then even later in high school, summers working on framing crews, or one summer working for my dad's tile contractor.
Yeah.
And then out of college, my dad's like, "You ready to go to work?" I'm like, "Well, I don't really want to pound nails anymore." And he goes, "No, here's a 21 home subdivision. It's yours.
Oh.
I'm gonna focus on these other projects." And
Yeah.
just kind of threw me in the fire and went right into running work for him.
Nice.
That was in 2001, and then he kind of pretty much semi-retired in 2007, and then I just kind of started my own gig.
Okay.
Now you're building apps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Leveraging all that knowledge.
Yeah.
that's a great
I like
pivot.
that. Yeah.
Well, it's something I'm super confident in it because it's something that we know well. It's not like we're just getting out of this and jumping into something. It's like we know this industry very, very well.
Yeah.
And that's why the tools that we're giving you guys, you're getting them from very qualified general contractors that have built the craziest of custom homes you could imagine.
Yeah.
So you're getting the proper way to do it. And we know that with our system, we're doing this to keep the subcontractors happy because sometimes they don't like to work directly with customers. But with this, we're giving them, we're making it very easy for both sides of the equation.
That's a good point. I didn't realize, or I hadn't considered that. Subs probably wouldn't want to work with people.
Well, some of them don't because a lot of the homeowners they don't know
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
Yeah,
debacle.
definitely don't know.
Yeah, you're like handing them the keys to the kingdom. Like here's how you do it, and that way you'll have a better relationship with the subs and people that you get out.
Well, no one wants to work with someone who doesn't know what they're doing. That's what homeowners are.
When they start seeing us do it, they're like, "What? How? What do you do? How do you?" And there's nothing like what you guys are.
There's
doing.
nothing.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I know.
It's like,
When I came up with the idea, we did a ton of researching trying to find and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
impressive.
I came up with the idea with friends that were doing remodels that were just calling her. One was a friend that would call me all the time. The other one was like this family that we knew. My daughters dance at a dance studio. They dance competitively. And it was one of the other families that I mean, I'd say hi to or whatever, but I guess obviously not close enough to where they called me. So they always ask my wife.
Yeah.
My wife would be like, "Oh, hey, the Catalanos. Like, this just happened. What do they do next? Or, hey, the Catalanos want to know. You have a plumber that you can send over there."
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and I was just started thinking about it. I'm like,
so many people need this.
yeah, like I think there's a market here.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of program management and project management skills from my profession. I've worked in aviation, so I've done large-scale projects that span decades and lots of regulatory compliance and stuff like that. But what you guys offer is like very specific in terms of the timelines and specific to the construction needs and all of that type of stuff. That's outside of my area of expertise. So I can manage projects, but all of that expertise in one spot. That's right there for you. That's tremendously helpful to me, and I have a lot of project management and program management skills. So even for me, who professionally does a lot of project management, it has a lot of value for me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry. Good
Nice
to meet you.
meeting
That wasn't awkward or anything. It's good to meet you. Good to meet you, Paul.
You too, guys.
Thanks for coming by. I
And then
appreciate
let me
it.
know if you have you want any, between now and getting going, as far as getting the permits, I know that's actually the most frustrating part for the most part.
But
I would
reach out to many.
Yeah, I would get all your coals in the fire.
Okay.
Because otherwise you'll be waiting a long time.
Okay. Yeah,
If you go one by one.
Perfect. Thanks.
Thanks for showing us around, Kimmy.
Thanks for
Good to
coming
see you
out.
again.
Yeah, it was.
I love your space.
So glad that we connected.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's so nice up here. I don't even want to leave. I might just
No,
hang out.
literally, we do that all the time.
But one cool thing about today is Sterling found us a turkey feather on our land.
Just got done with Paul and Sterling from EBUILDZ, and they were here today, gave us some good guidance, and checked out the property.
Well, they talked to you about kind of rules of thumb and next steps and stuff with permitting. That was helpful.
Yeah, and all in all, it was a good day today. We're going to reach out to civil engineers and architects and things like that concurrently.
Yeah, one of the things they mentioned was that, try not to do things one by one and reach out to multiple people at once, because people need to get their wheels turning, and something that we do is one thing at a time. So Kirk's pretty much the expert at nailing down a problem, solving the problem, and doing one thing at a time. So that was something that we might have to shift in a little bit, is doing multiple contacts at once to move forward. But they had really good tips, and they have a really cool platform that we're both really excited about. Just a really cool thing they're doing. So
Yep.
I'm pumped.
It's really a neat tool and just exactly what we need.
At the right time.
At the right time, and just even beyond the cost savings, just everything through and through, it's exactly what we need. So
We'd have been so mad if we found out about this in like 2 years from now.
yeah.
Like, seriously, there was a whole platform that could have taken us through this whole process. So that's just serendipitous.
Yep.
But we'll be in contact with them, and yeah, get excited. We just went into the locksmith to get some RV keys made, and we've been looking for like a month and a half. Actually, no, we've been looking since we got the RV to get RV keys made. And we started off at Lowe's, nothing. We went to like just all the little key shops around town.
I went to actual locksmiths.
Actual locksmiths?
Well,
No, but
Locksmiths.
nobody could make us an RV key. We find this tiny little old school key shop with neon signs. Kurt goes, "This is exactly how I pictured it." Neon signs and hand painted doors. This guy knew every single key, had thousands of keys behind him.
I was impressed.
He looked at the key ring, goes, "That's an old RV key."
I had to make all these keys. There's 11 keys. And he comes back, he's like, "That's the storage unit key, that's the old RV key, that's a lock key."
And we didn't tell him what the keys were for. He
No.
just came back like naming all the keys.
Yeah.
It might not sound that impressive, but it was really impressive.
If you see it, he's got a pegboard full of blank keys. Because I've seen keys made, and they like look it up in a database or put it into a thing, or put it into a thing and have it scanned. This guy just looks at the thing, goes
Grabs
up to
them.
a pegboard with thousands of keys on it, and just grabs the right one. Didn't even look it up in a
He's
database.
like, "We have this one with a rubber head, half
Didn't
a buck
scan
more.
it,
We have this one in
nothing.
silver."
Just walked up to a gigantic wall of keys and grabbed the right key for every single one of these keys. It
If
was
you've ever got a
impressive.
key made, you'll know, but otherwise your mind won't be blown like ours are right now because...
Well, none of these are normal house keys.
No.
Like, these are like...
Oh, he said,
trailer keys.
He goes, you've got some unique keys here. Yeah, trailer hitch.
One-stop shop.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love people who know what they're doing. Craftsmen. And now we finally have extra keys for the RV so we don't get locked out.
The cost of these keys is less than the amount of gas we've spent going to the RV without keys.
I was gonna say less than the gas it cost trying to find a locksmith to make the keys.
Well, now
gas is so expensive.
California gas prices.
We've spent more money trying to get to a locksmith than we did to actually get the keys. Anyway, that was really cool. Nerding out on keys. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And join us on Patreon.
And if you're looking to build or renovate in the Bay Area, check out EBUILDZ.
We just got done with Paul and Sterling from
EBUILDZ.
FedEx guy just showed up with my batteries. How's it going? Thank you. I think these are my batteries. I've been waiting months for them. They're heavy, yeah, right? Yeah. Do you need a hand? Let me give you a hand.